back, people, and today we're going to film on Zeek Biggers, Georgia Tech defensive tackle. Dolphins got him with like one of the last picks in the draft in the 7th round. And this guy lives up to his name, and a behemoth of a human being. A guy that I do actually think will make the team just due to the defensive tackle room. I think he could get there as like the 5th guy. I think he's a more of a developmental player, needs to work on some things. I think sometimes, listed at like a little under 6'6", 320. He will play too high. I think a consistency thing is an issue for him. And, but when he gets some one-on-one blocks, there are some truly dominant reps. Like his film versus Notre Dame is really good. He's got really good length. He plays with high effort, high motor. You see him chasing down a player there. That's something to like with his game. Not going to really give you much as a pass rusher. Like, I don't even like developmental wise, I don't expect him to give you much as a pass rusher. He'll kind of always be a run stuffing guy, but surprisingly, he actually looks better penetrating. I don't think you would think that is his skill set, but most of his best reps came kind of one gapping, which I thought was interesting instead of two gapping. I think he could utilize his length better, but there's some interesting plays to work with on film from a physical standpoint, and I think he could find his way into like that back end rotational role, stopping the run throughout his career. Maybe not as a year one guy, but there's some nice things to like about his game. Here he is, kind of, he's this defender. You can see it better from the other angle. Lined up as a one tech, that is more his game. I think he is more of a one tech type of player. And then able just to get upfield, avoid the double team, able to split it here. There was some reps where I think he didn't play the double team very well technique-wise, and he get washed out of the play. Like when they attack his low hip, he plays with high pad level, he can get moved. But when he plays low here, he's able to dip that shoulder, split the double team. Much tougher to move when he's doing that, and then he's able to get upfield, make that tackle at the line of scrimmage, slightly in the backfield, make plays like that. Much better when he's able to fire off the ball at a more consistent rate, play with better pad level. It's just a technical development for him. This Notre Dame game was really, really good. Like, you watch this game first, and you're probably going to love him as a player. You watch a couple other games, maybe not as much, like the Virginia Tech game wasn't as clean. Here as a 2i, you can see some of, like, I think he needs to finish better, but, like, showing some first step quickness there, hitting a hard club arm over, using that momentum against him, and then able to get into the backfield. I have seen him miss some tackles in these scenarios, but that initial part of the play, really nice for a 2i defender, and not really expected when you watch a lot of his film, because he's not really that explosive. Definitely doesn't have like great like lateral agility, but he will make some plays in those areas using his length. Has at least a little bit of athleticism in those areas. But here, avoiding the double team again, I think he does a better job when he's able to avoid the double team. When he tries to like more take it on, he can get washed, but look how he's able to use good hands here, hit that, boom, good placement, back of the elbow. He kind of throws by the first guy and then gets engaged. This is kind of how you want to beat double teams sometimes. Just truly square up one of them, make the other guy work past you initially. Now he's able to get back across the face and help tackle that running back. In doing this, from his initial alignment and his first step being to his right, away from where the run point is actually a pretty impressive athletic play for Zeek Biggers out there. So some nice tools to work with. Really not like he's never going to give you really anything as a pass rusher. That is not his game, and usually that's not a good thing. But I think for like a late 7th round pick, that is totally fine. You're just trying to find, if you find anyone that can be of any use, even make your team, be a rotational player. He's also got really good length. Like he's blocked 4 kicks throughout his college career, which is another nice little bonus that he can bring. He's got really long arms. Here's another example where you kind of leave him one-on-one, and he's, he even plays a little high pad level here, but he's able to use his hands, play with better technique, engage, keep his linebacker free, and make a tackle at the point of attack. Here's some of like what I was talking about. Shows some good awareness for screens and stuff too. I feel like he does a good job feeling this stuff, which is what he should be doing, because he's not going to make too much of an impact as a pass rusher. Kind of feel out those screens, take control, and then show some hustle to chase this guy down the field. For a guy of his size, he's playing with a high motor. Not a lot of those types of guys will do that. Here, working laterally versus double team, nice to see him just taking on blocks. He's a behemoth, man. He's tough to move. I think when he's getting down blocked, and the down block usually affects him more, because here versus double team, you see he's fine, because he's working with the flow of the double team. I think when he's getting down blocked, it's opposite of the flow, and he can kind of get taken out and use that own momentum and pad level against him. But here he's able to go with it, then beat the double team late, use his hands, and then throw his body into the tight end as well. He'll make that tackle. That's a very impressive play. Just got to be able to use his length more to his advantage, because sometimes he just lets guys get completely into his chest. Like, here's an example of him getting down blocked. Like, Virginia Tech running gap scheme. The flow of this play is going this way, but this guy's coming from the opposite direction, attacks the low hip, and he gets completely washed laterally, gets pushed down like a full-on gap. From playing with too high of pad level, not feeling this coming in this situation. So that is an area I do think, like, I wish he was a little bit better in, because if he's going to be, that's why I think there's some development even as a run defender, because if he could just give you pure run defense right away, then I mean, like, yeah, that'd be awesome. He'd probably see some playing time, but it would probably take a little more stuff like this. Like, here you want to see him finish, but this is another rep where, like, he's penetrating, getting upfield, being quick off the ball, hitting a good club, swim move, good hand placement. It's just pure flashes of a dominant play like that, and then you want to see him finish. Like, you got to finish this tackle in the backfield, which it doesn't work out there. But he's at least able to slow him down, create disruption. But the fact that he has that disruptive capability is really what I think you're looking to bring out of him, especially as a run defender in this scheme. Here he is straight up just one-on-one. When he gets one-on-one base blocks, he can fire off the ball. Good pad level. Look at his pad level here. Much better. Fire off, get hands inside the chest, and then extend your hips, your arms, and then use this guy's own weight. You basically forklift him to like where the running back's going, make him bounce to the outside, and then help make that tackle near the line of scrimmage. Love seeing those types of plays from him. In control at the point of attack, he's better at two-gapping the situation where he's just straight up one-on-one, peeking where this guy's going, sees him commit into the gap he's playing, boom, peel off, make that tackle at the line of scrimmage. Much more comfortable in those situations. But here's an example of him feeling out the screen. He feels himself get grabbed, get pulled away. He's able to show off some balance to regain right there, recover, and then get to where the running back's supposed to be. The quarterback just had to dump it off, throw it away, because they read it pretty quickly. And another example of just not getting cut off on outside zone, showing some lateral range there. I don't think that's a big strength of his game, but he will at least make some plays in that area. That's a pretty effective rep versus Virginia here. He doesn't get cut off by the center. He has the leverage advantage. He's able to keep the leverage advantage. Left guard probably could have done a better job helping out his center, but that's a pretty nice rep there from him, continuously working. Able to reset there versus Georgia. Versus Jared Wilson, who's one of the better centers in the class, ended up going to the Patriots. Be able to reset the line of scrimmage with power, push him back, basically get control of his gap. See this guy commit to the outside, able to peel off, help slow that guy down, make that tackle near the line to gain. Here's another rep where he's able to get a one-on-one, square his guy up, keep control. He thinks he kind of peeks back to the inside, thinks this is where he's going to go, able to work back over the other way, get his hat across, and help make that tackle. So I think overall for a 7th round pick, developmental guy, I think there's a decent chance he makes the team, which I think is always a win for a 7th rounder. And there's definitely traits there to work with. I think that at that point in the draft, there's not many more picks I probably would have made. Like, there's some other guys, like maybe when they took like Jason Marshall Jr., there was definitely more guys I would have taken, potentially other spots in the draft. There was things like that. But I think once you get to bigger, most of the people named were gone, and pretty much everyone else after the fact became UDFAs, and Dolphins got some of the UDFAs I liked. So definitely a pick I'm not mad about. I mean, it's literally was like one of the last 5 picks in the draft, and he clearly has a skill set that I think can be utilized and potentially make an impact, but more of a year 2, 3 type of impact, I think. Potentially seeing some snaps in year 1, but probably not, giving you too much. So overall, not a bad pick. If you guys are really comment, subscribe.